Hi Yogi Yogini, welcome to Health Global Coaching Yoga class. So before starting the yoga practice, I always do a little bit of meditation. So don't worry, you won't sit on your mat for ages just waiting for something to happen. So it's just a very short, quick 2 to 3 minutes meditation that I'm doing to make sure that I will really focus on my yoga practice rather than what has been happening during the day, and to make sure that I'll be mindful about what I'm doing and to just let go the whole thing that happened at work or whatever. So to make sure that you're really focused on what you're doing. So to do this short meditation, you can either stay like that if it's comfortable for you. Otherwise, the best posture for meditation is sitting cross-legged. If you're super flexible, you can do this kind of things when you put the other leg here. I really can't because I have bad knees, so we'll be talking about adapting the practice to injury later on. But so for the moment, just find a sitting position that is comfortable for you, so you can pull the skin of your bottom just to fit comfortable and sit on your sit bones. And stay upright, so your spinal cord should be a straight line between the top of your head and the very last vertebra. So you should stay very, very straight. So imagine that something is pulling your head from the top, and so make you straight, but at the same time put your chin a bit toward your chest and start breathing deeply. So breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose, close your eyes, breathe out through the nose. So keep going, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and breathe out, 1, 2, 3. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and breathe out, 1, 2, 3. So start focusing on your breath. So keep going with this rhythm. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and out, 1, 2, 3. So try to stay still as much as you can. And if there's some thoughts coming through your mind, just let them go. So keep breathing, 1, 2, 3, and out, 1, 2, 3. So let the thought flow. If something comes through your mind, just observe it rather than judge it. So just let it go and focus back on your breath. So breathe in. When you breathe in, focus on your ribcage expanding, and when you breathe out, focus on this ribcage getting tighter, and at the end of the expire, you can even contract your abs. So start to do this. Focus on the breathing, expand your rib cage as much as you can, and when you breathe out, contract your abs at the end. And keep going. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and out, 1, 2, 3. So keep going like that for a few more breaths. Just make sure that you won't get disturbed by whatever happening around you. So for that, focus deeply on your breath. So when you inspire, think about all this fresh air you're taking in, your lung getting filled, your rib cage expanding, and when you breathe out, think about you're releasing all the bad things, so all your worries, all the toxic stuff you've been putting in your body. When you breathe out, you're just getting rid of this. So inspire, take all the good things, and expire, just get rid of all the bad stuff. And keep going like that for a few more rounds. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and out, 1, 2, 3. One last very deep breath. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and out, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can open your eyes, and we'll go directly into child pose. So for child pose, you have your toes touching, knees wide open, and you extend the arm in front of you. If you're super flexible in the shoulders, you can even be on the fingertips. So like this, it's a bigger stretch on the shoulder, otherwise you just stay flat and try to get as close as the floor with your belly as you can. And deep breathing, always big deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. So this is opening your hips. So we'll start working on the left. So go as far as you can, so you can feel this very nice stretch on your right side, on your rib cage. Big deep breath in and out. So go back in the middle and then move toward the right side. Again, you feel this very nice deep stretch here on your rib cage. Big breath in and out. Okay, let's go back in the middle. Put your forehead on the mat and go for a cycle of 3 big breaths. 2 and 3. Okay, from here you'll go on all 4. So we were on all 4 and ready to do cat and co. So before starting the cat and co sequence, make sure that you're standing straight. So you have a 90-degree angle here at the level of at the level of your knee, and same thing here on your hips. And you have your hands directly underneath your shoulder, so you're nice and straight. And so we'll start the cat co sequence by breathing in, and while you breathe in, you're gonna arch your back and look towards the sky. So that's the cow, so breathe in, and when you breathe out, you do the round back like the cat. Breathe in and out. So from the side, breathe in and out. Breathe in, look toward the sky, breathe out. Belly button towards your spine, breathe in and out. So let's go for another round. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, stay in the middle now with neutral back, and so you're gonna lift your left leg and lift your right arm, and try to stay like that for a couple of breaths. Okay, take a nice breath in, and as you breathe out, knee touching the elbow. Again, in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Okay, go back in the middle. We're gonna do the same thing with the other arm. So your left arm, right leg, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. In and out. Okay, let's go back in the middle. So we'll go into child pose again, this time with knee touching, and put your forehead on the mat and relax it like this for a bit. Okay, so from here we're gonna stand. So put your feet hip distance apart, hold your elbows, and you just go forward. So here you're not, you don't have straight legs, so you keep a bit of flex in the knees, and you just relax. So just let your weight taking you toward the mat. So you can even shake a bit from side to side. And yeah, just let the gravity do its job. and relax. And always keep this little flexibility in the knees. Don't worry if you're not close to the ground, it's just a matter here of relaxing your back. Okay, so you can release, and now we're gonna meet on the mat in Tadasana or mountain pose. Hi Yogi Yogini, welcome to Health Global Coaching Yoga. So today in this video I will show you another warming up sequence that you can use before the practice. So you can start with the short meditation that we saw before and use those few warm-up movements before starting the real practice. So we're gonna start directly on our back. So you lie on your back on your mat and you put one leg, so let's start with the right leg. So you put the right leg straight vertical and we're gonna point the toes and flex. Point and flex. And keep in mind that you need to use your breath. So inspire, expire, inspire, expire. Okay, now you take your leg, your knee toward your chest and you press your leg toward your chest. You take a deep breath in and as you breathe out, you put your forehead on your knee. Do it again, breathe in and breathe out. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, so you can put your foot back on the ground and with the opposite arm, take your knee and go to the side. So you have this twist in your back, so your hip is still on the ground and try to keep both shoulders on the mat. And so you look in the opposite direction. So if your knee is not touching the ground, that's okay, as long as you have your shoulder touching the ground. And you breathe deeply. In through the nose and out through the nose. Okay, you go back in the middle. Let's go for the other leg. So put your leg up, vertical, point the toes and flex. Inspire, expire. Inspire, expire. Breathe in and breathe out. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. Flex your leg, knee toward the chest. Inspire and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, we go for the twist. So put your feet down on the ground, opposite hand on the knee, and you twist. And again, keep both shoulders on the ground and look in the opposite direction. Breathe deeply. Okay, we go back in the middle. Now both knees toward the chest, forehead toward the knees, and we're gonna roll a few times like this. Use the breath, breathe in and out. In and out. You do that a few times at your own rhythm and as strong as you want this movement. You can take a very, very tiny one like this. Okay. Now we sit, and from this sitting position we go into plank. So plank position, you have your hands directly under your shoulder, the legs are straight, the back is a straight line from the top of the head to the last vertebra. So no bump out, no belly toward the mat, so it's a straight line. Okay, so you can feel that all your muscles are activated here, which is a very good exercise. And so you have your feet hip distance apart and you're on your toes. Okay, so from here we're gonna lift the right leg and put it down. Again, right leg and down. Last time, legs up and down. We're gonna do the same with the left leg. Up and down. Up and down. And as you do this, make sure that you're still square, you're still straight, and the rest of the body is not moving. And down. So now we're going to do the same with the arm. So move your left arm a bit toward the middle and lift your right arm. Okay, down. Same thing, right hand in the middle and lift your left arm. Okay, both arms down. So now let's try both. So left hand in the middle, lift the right and try to lift the left leg. Okay, other side, right hand, left leg. Again the other side and try to use your breath. Other side. Okay, last time. Okay, and now you can take resting child pose. You can put your forehead on the mat and breathe deeply. Okay, I think you feel you're already warm and nicely stretched and your muscles are ready, so now you can go into the practice. So the special breath that you adopt during Vinyasa Yoga practice is called Ujjayi breath. So something important to know is that during yoga practice you shouldn't hold your breath, so the breathing is coming in and out through the nose very constantly and regularly, and at no point you should hold your breath. So the Ujjayi breath, as I just said, is going in through the nose and out through the nose, but when you expire, you're going to constrict the back of your throat and it's going to make a noise. So I will show you a few breaths like that for you to understand how it works, and then we can also practice at the same time. So something that you can do beside the Ujjayi breath is using some bandha. What we call bandha in yoga is there's several of them. So Uddiyana bandha is the contraction of the abdominals. So while you breathe, you can also contract the abdominals, which is called Uddiyana bandha. So to start, when you will be more advanced, you can keep this contraction all the time when you breathe in and breathe out. But to start, it's easy to do it only at the end of the expiration. So you can inspire and expire, and at the end you're gonna constrict the abdominals. Okay, so this is Uddiyana bandha. There's another bandha that you can also activate, it's called Mula bandha, and this is the pelvic floor. So same thing, at the end of the breathe out, you can lift your pelvic floor. And you can do both actually. You have Uddiyana bandha and Mula bandha. So which means that at the end of the expiration, you're going to contract your ab and contract your pelvis. Again, when you'll be more advanced, you can keep this contraction during the practice in every posture as you breathe in and breathe out. So let's go for a round together. Breathe in through the nose and not through the nose with the contraction of the throat. So if you use the bandha, so you contract your ab and you lift your pelvic floor. So again, breathe in and out. So using the Ujjayi breath will help you to focus on your breath rather than focusing on other thoughts. So it will help you also in your practice. So it will help you to make sure that you take big breaths in and big breath out. So we'll have you take the maximum of oxygen and evacuate the maximum of CO2, and also at the same time it gives you something to focus on to make sure that you're really focused into your practice. So you can practice those exercises even independently of yoga. It has the power of make you relax.